At this point, Gachagua has to change his delivery. Jana vile alikuwa kwa KTN for like 1 hour, alikuwa ametaja mlima like so many times. Nilimwambia siguze mlima, mimi na watu wa Mount Kenya, nili ni mlima this, mlima that. Eza mlima babe, Gachagua, uko sure hautaki tukue profiled? Because yes, tuna understand ODM majority of it ama stronghold yake ni Nyanza, but you don't hear Baba keep saying mimi na watu wa Nyanza, mimi na watu wa Nyanza, like mimi na watu wa Nyanza. You don't hear watu wa Western wakisema mimi na watu wa Western, mimi na watu wa West. Gachagua, relax. Kila mtu alisha understand wewe ni wa mountain, wewe ni wa mlima, wewe ni wa Mount Kenya, but at this point wewe ndio unafanya tukue profile as tribalist. Unataja Mount Kenya sana, like relax, calm down. Sai hata vile una deliver points watu hawazioni juu unafanya ikeni kama ni sisi pekee tuko in this country. Like everything has to run our way. If it doesn't run our way, we are going to do, tutafanya revenge, tutafanya. Enough.
Kenyans, aren't you tired of your money being taken advantage of by the same taxes that you're paying to your government? So recently, the Kenyan Treasury has actually asked for a supplementary budget for 88 billion Kenyan shillings. Have you heard that right? 88 billion Kenyan shillings. Now, the biggest stakeholder of this 88 billion being asked by the Treasury is State House, which is going to take 3.1 billion Kenyan shillings. And in the 3.1, 1.3, Nilea, it has not been discussed. So anyone who has that 1.3 can buy a helicopter, can buy land, can just do whatever they want, and it won't be recorded in any history book ever. Out of the 88 billion Kenyan shillings, I want you to listen carefully how your money that you're paying every single month is deducted. Office of the Deputy President is going to receive 400 million Kenyan shillings. You think tumemaliza hapo? No, we're just getting started. The second one, Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, is receiving 132 million Kenyan shillings. Bro, this is crazy. This money is sorting out salaries and it's sorting out vehicle maintenance. Vehicle maintenance, guys. Unafikiria nimemalizana? I'm just starting. The craziest thing is this. Deep breaths. There is an office of retired leaders that is being created. Guess who's there? Former President Uhuru Kenyatta is receiving 23 million Kenyan shillings. Raila, the great, is receiving 20 million Kenyan shillings. And then there's a vice president who is not said will also be receiving 20 million Kenyan shillings. Office of the retired leaders. Can you imagine the audacity of a nation that is saying we were reducing expenditure is actually creating an office of retired leaders? Hatujachoka? We're not tired? Hamjachoka for real, hamjachoka? People don't have food, our health is not working. And then you're creating an office of retired leaders and then say that we don't have enough money? Let's think about it, Kenyans. Aren't we not awake? Tuamke tafadhali.
We have a running president and he's running it. We have an agenda. Our agenda is about economic liberation of the people of Kenya. And we invite Kenyans to get into this economic discussion space. Because of what value is it that if Mbadi is on the table, all lawyers are full. If Oparanya is on the table, all lawyers are full. That's the politics that they know. That William Ruto eats for all Kalenjins. That is what the traditional politicians know. As we are not in that space, as we believe everybody should be rich, the government should come up with policies that enables the individual, wherever he is, to be able to get economic emancipation. But when Mbadi is sitting there and they are taking illegal loans in the name of the people of Kenya, how does that enrich the poor Luo man in Sindo Beach, in Omabe. What it means is that now Mbadi must also come up, after taking that loan, he will come up with a new finance bill that increases the taxes, charges, and levies. For that poor man in Sindo, that man who is crying about economic pain, they are going to ask him to pay more in taxes.
But Mbadi said that is not the case this time.
Write it down. The finance bill is coming soon. They are going to increase taxes, charges, and levies. It is coming. Write it down. That I swear. They are going to increase your taxes, charges, and levies, whether you like it or not. But he can say all he wants to say. But your taxes are going up. But your earning has not increased.
Whether is it a must that the government has to come up with another finance bill?
But they have to finance their budget. How will they finance it?
They
Already they have told you that their budget for this coming financial year is going to be 4.7 trillion. Yeah. So how will they finance it? Their collections today, on average, on revenue, you are averaging 160 billion per month. Your collections are barely hitting 2.1 trillion. Your debt finance for this year was going to be 1.9 trillion. Next year, your debt payment is at 2.1 trillion. You have a budget of 4.7 trillion. So tell me, how will you finance it without raising taxes? Because it's financed from people's money. So they have to come back to you and ask you to collect, to pay. Yeah. I've told you, do the math. Your average collection in taxes is 160 billion per month. 160 billion per month is what you are collecting. But he has told you his budget is 4-point-something trillion. The 160 billion per month times 12 is how much? It comes around 2.2 trillion.
Itself, yeah.
2.2 trillion. Your budget is 4-point-something trillion. How will you finance it? Your collection is not enough to finance it. So you're going to take a loan, right? To cover the deficit. You already, in fact, your collection is 2.2 trillion. The debts that are due to be paid next year are 2.1 trillion. Next year they are paying debt of 2.1 trillion. Your collection this year were 2.2 trillion. In other words, if you maintain your collections as they were without increasing taxes, you don't have any money next year. So tell me how you're not going to raise taxes.
So
It's right there.
So we should actually brace ourselves.
It is coming.
Now, today we're not going to talk about national politics because we are actually an educated lot enough to know that we are also responsible for our actions in terms of the people we voted in the county governments, and in the MP's position, enough for us to actually audit and peruse and read through the latest Auditor General's report of the financial year 2023-2024, which is out. I'm going to put a link where you can access this information in the comment section so that you can actually analyze what your county government has been doing, specifically the governors and their county executives, so that you understand how much money has been going to the counties and how they have been using or misusing these funds. Because we literally cannot blame Ruto or Kasongo for everything wrong in this government. We must hold these grassroots leaders accountable. Sawa sawa.
This is a letter particularly to us, wananchi wa Kenya, sisi, mimi, kila mtu ambaye anatazama hivi na ni Mkenya. This is a letter to us, a citizen of the Republic of Kenya. Now, I know most of us want accountability, end of corruption, and dignity in itself from the highest offices, the government, and that's particularly a good thing to look forward to from your government. But I want us to look inside. Introspective. Si tuna demand, tunataka accountability, tunataka corruption iishe, but deep down in our homes tukienda nyumbani, do we actually apply the same principles that we put outside for the expectation? I want us to look at the things that I will list down and say, mimi nafanyanga hivyo, au mimi sifanyangi hivyo. Yes, corruption is such an evil tool that has been used since time immemorial, since we got independence. But also, we use corruption in itself for our own benefit. Number one, have you ever simamishwa na polisi kwa gari? Ukapeana bribe because That's the easier route. And you are on the wrong. Ukapeana bribe, you're on the wrong. So that you don't go to court. That's corruption. If you're using fake permits for your businesses, that's corruption. If any way you're trying to evade tax in the wrong way, that's still corruption. Then how are we expecting accountability from the top, while in fact ourselves, in our innate nature, we're the most corrupt individuals ourselves? Then come 2027, when you're saying we need a new leader, a new regime, a new freshness, smell of new leaders, and yet us ourselves, we can't even act the way that we are asking our leaders to act. Number 2, do we throw trash kwa barabara? Do we litter the environment that we're living in? Then how do we expect the government to provide a scenic route for us while sisi ndo tunachafua? Ya 3, do you or do we speak ill of other tribes tukikuwa nyumbani kwetu? Not in the major public, no. Tukifika home, shags kwa nyumba. Do I say, ile tribe ingine wanafanyanga ndio maana wako hivi? Then how are we expecting a country to end tribalism when we are the same ones who are still igniting the fire of hii tribe iko na ile? Wakenya wenzangu, do we pay our domestic workers the right wage, the right amount of money? Do we treat them with dignity? Ya kwamba huyu ni mwanadamu kama mimi, huyu ni Mkenya kama mimi mwenzangu, so that when we expect the government to pay our workers with a good amount of money, are we doing the same so in our homes, in our home states? Let's talk about abductions. In our own homes, we are using the same nature of violence to rule in our homes through gender-based violence, domestic violence in itself. Either a husband beating their wife to death or vice versa, of a wife to the husband. Imekuwa kitu normal. We are saying it's not just an issue anymore. Imekuwa tu, ule amechawa bibi yake, this one has killed the husband, this one has killed the wife. It's become a nature in our news and it's normal. How do we expect to change a Kenya, a new transformative Kenya, while in our own homes we are using torture, we are using ways of abduction literally in our own homes? Then difference yetu na watu wameabducta watu itakuwa nini? And gender-based violence. Mtu akikubo, mwambie aende, sawa. There's no need for that, for you to kill or to hurt or to beat or torture them. Wakenya wenzangu, I hope you're hearing this. It's not to bash you, but for us to look deeply in our hearts, to reflect that when we need a new transformative Kenya, when we need a new Kenya, as we say, it starts with what? The simple, minute things that we do in our daily activities to change Kenya. Do we overlap kwa barabara? Umeona, hiyo jam imekaa sana, wacha nipite hivi. Why not obey simple traffic rules that will make us a better Kenya, a better functioning system, both on roads, on land, in whatever area? And I know corruption in itself has become a norm. It's like a way of survival more than moral decay. It's a way of, hiyo ni kawaida yetu. That's in our culture. That's in my blood. Kama mwana Kenya. But I also want to just pose a question of, we can change that. And I think the Gen Z movement changed a lot in this country. And I also believe tunaweza anza hiyo sai. Tukisema tunataka a good leader in 2027, it starts with us. Because how are we going to vote in the ballot? Not with a mindset of tribalism, of who we ametoka wapi, if we don't start now. Who are we to seek and ask for accountability? Mwenye tunajazana kwa matatu, unajaa hivi, hakuna space, lakini bado unakaa chini because you need to go somewhere. Mbona tusiseme, hiyo mati imejaa, I'll wait for the next one. Mine is not to bash us, but to encourage us to say that we all need to make a better Kenya, all of us, and it starts with us. Those who are in high positions of government who have been corrupt to the core, labda wamezoea hiyo, sawa. Wamezoea hiyo, ni sawa. But for us, we can do better. We can do better, and trust me, when we do better, wale wenye wameiba watarudisha hizo pesa na watapelekwa jela, because we will bring someone in power who has the heart of the people, because we have thought, we have said there is no space for tribalism, there is no space of mimi mwenyewe kama mwanadamu kutupa trash kwa barabara, there is no space of me overlapping in the road, there is no space kwa mimi kuchapa bibi yangu, there is no space of me beating my own husband, there is no space of treating our domestic workers in the wrong way, there is no space for that. So as I finish this, there is no space for us to ask for accountability, and in ourselves hatuna accountability. Mungu abariki Kenya.
Let me tell you guys why it's the best case scenario that Ruto and Raila have literally just told us today that they are going to work together and that they are going to form an alliance, because that is what most Kenyans have picked from today's meeting. It is now the responsibility of Kenyans to unite together, devoid of any political parties cocoonism that we have been putting ourselves, and remember that we are united because we are suffering the same way across the whole country. That when the health sector is not working and SHA is no longer working, all of us are contributing financially to cater for the health needs of our loved ones. That when the education funding is slashed into half, it affects students in this nation. So the time has come for Kenyans to prove if indeed they can rise above tribal politics, political parties, politics, and unite against this political class that is intentional to enslave us. Kazi kwetu sasa.
Wale wanasemanga Baba is always right. This time round Baba will not be right. Na mimi nataka kumwambia Agwambo, Raila, ukija kutuambia Ruto tosha, ukija kutuambia Ruto tosha, utajua disrespect ni nini for the first time. Na wale watu wanafikiri Raila bado akona numbers, nataka mjue Raila has lost a huge significant of followers. Kama alikuwa kona 7 million Kenyans, sahi labda amepoteza karibu 3 million ama hata 4. So situambie he has a significant amount of followers. Round hii ukija kutuambia Ruto tosha, for the first time in your political history, you will know what disrespect is, because we are not going to follow you blindly anymore. And I want to tell my community, the Luos, don't be left aside in this history making. Other Kenyans have decided that 2027 they are going to hold hands to make history, to make someone one-term president. So don't be left aside, because if you make a blunder of being left out, other Kenyans will hate you. Utaenda ofisini kutafuta kazi, watu wataangalia ID yako, wakuangalie sura, wakuambie get out. Utaenda mahali watu wamekusanyika wanapiga story, watu waangalie sura yako, wakuone kama traitor, wakuambie get out of this place. Because we are no longer going to say Baba is always right just because his hands are being given something. Hiyo hatuendi kufanya. We are not going to suffer for another 5 years just because Baba is happy. This time we are going to look at ourselves. What about us, the citizens? Hiyo hatuendi kufanya. So Baba, make the right decision. You better make the right decision. Mtashangaa round hii ODM hatutapigia watu wenye mtatuletea, kwa sababu we are no longer going to suffer for the next 5 years kwa sababu ya chama na kwa sababu ya Baba. We are not going to do it. So you better make the right decision. Oh. Nyinyi mnaona ni jokes. You better make the right decisions. Na kama mnataka hiyo chama tutawachia Luos. Sisi wengine, in fact, mimi natoka huko, but I've already decided I'm not going to follow chama na Baba blindly. Not anymore. Nyinyi endeleeni hapa kutuambia Baba is always right. This time round is going to be wrong. If he decides to join hands with Ruto, we are going to disrespect you. Hatutasema Baba Baba, no way. Those few people were remaining huko Nyanza wenye hawezi fikiria ndio wataendelea na Baba is always right. Not everyone. Wakenya sasa wanataka kufungua macho na wapate good governance. Si mambo ya chama na Baba is always right. Mimi nishawaambia. Kwani mtanipeleka wapi?
Politics is game of numbers. Majority are saying one term, minority are saying 10 bila break. Na mimi naenda na majority. Na majority wako huko kwa mlima, mahali niko saa hii. Mimi nasimama na watu wa mlima, liwe liwalo. Mimi niko nyuma ya watu wa mlima na sibanduki. Hata kama mnasema nini, Mimi nasimama na watu wa mlima. Watu wa mlima ndio wanadetermine siasa ya hii nchi. Kwa hivyo lazima mimi kama mtu mwenye sahihi nimechanuka kiakili, lazima nifuate nyuma ya watu wa mlima. Watu wa mlima niko nyuma yenu. Na mimi si banduki. Watu wa mlima oe. Mimi chenye mtasema ndio mimi nitafuata. Na ni hivyo.
Baba, umesema unasikiza ground. Ground haitaki Ruto. Kabisa. Kando na hiyo kutembea ufanye mikutano. From Jacaranda, you don't need Ruto. I don't need Ruto anywhere. Me as Nurma Lobo Kanga. Sitaki Ruto. Ukikuja ujue ground imekataa William Asamwei Ruto.
Bwana wewe eka mchele. Wewe enda bwana, watu ni wengi bwana. Watu ni wengi, sherehe ni hapa ama ni achibuka? Tanga ni wapula. Ni wapula, ongeza mchele. Mimi ni mgeni kutoka Ramu.
The most beautiful woman in the world, my wife.
The most beautiful woman in the world? I don't think so, mate. I mean, honestly. And she looks, fine. Good. Very presentable. Better than ever. Just not better than everyone. What? Sorry, Jane. You've not been thinking you're the most beautiful woman in the world, have you? Why would you think that? What? Have you all gone mad? She's not the most beautiful woman in the world. She's top half, probably. But that's largely because of her relative youth. I just wouldn't want their life together to kick off with a lie.
To me, she's the most beautiful woman in the world, so just get on with it.
Okay, to you. Right, but she's not really. Deep down, you're not mad. You just fancy her more than she is objectively attractive. Which is good!
Was I alright? Really good, mate. Really good.
By the way, guys, if y'all have not realized, Trump has been a sworn-in president for less than 48 hours. But the changes he's already making are massive. Like, he's making big decisions in less than 48 hours. In less than 48 hours, amemaliza LGBTQ. Amesema huko kuna gender mbili peke yake, male and female. In less than 48 hours, amerudisha TikTok. In less than 48 hours, anyway, na kuna huyu wenyu anafanya campaign. Anafanya campaign. Ai. Mungu tusamehe. Anafanya campaign. Anafanya hey.
Mheshimiwa William Ruto, wewe ni mwizi. Msaidizi wako ni mwizi. Na lazima tunaomba kwamba Mheshimiwa William Ruto, omba wa Kenya msamaha. Omba wa Kenya msamaha kwa sababu ya yale maovu ambayo uliyafanya na Wakenya wanaumia.
We will not tire. We will not be scared. Tuko tayari. Polisi wajitayarisha mpaka jioni. Ni kukimbiana hapa na pale. Wanasa kwame. Wanasa ai. Wanasa wololo. Wanasa.
Enda pole pole. Cool down. We are not cooling down any soon. In fact, it might get hotter.
We will consolidate. Kisungu kubwa. And after we consolidate, we will strategize.
Here I come.
Oh,
here I come.
Oh.
Hey! Whoa! Hey!
Hello.
And don't buy into the political rhetoric of trying to divide you into tribes.
Yes.
Our problems are not tribal. There is no Kikuyu problem, there is no Kalenjin problem, there is no Luo problem, there is no Somali problem. There is no Kamba problem.
Yes.
Chief share knows no tribe. The university funding model knows no tribe.
Yeah.
Joblessness knows no tribe. All these problems that we point out,
Yeah.
they do not know any tribe.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue.
What song?
Yeah, that song.
That song?
Maybe I think about it.
Oh no.
Know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid.
Ooh.
Kusambaza hiyo message. Thank you. Fagia?
What?
I'll take it
Karibu,
to all the
karibu.
corners.
You take it to the entire nation.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes. It is a very solid car. Thank you, sir.
Ndugu yangu,
God bless you.
fagia wote.
Kazi yangu.
Asante. Ndugu yangu. Good luck, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
God bless
Good luck.
you. I appreciate
All the best.
Thank you, sir. It's time for a fresh start. Tunafagia wote. Your Excellency.
Aya, alafu matopare. Okay, matopare. Matopare. Topa. Matopare. Matopare. Topa.
Tuesday. Tunarudi uwanjani.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
I beg of us, I really want to beg of us today, as the chair of UDA, let's stay focused to what it is we promise those hustlers. Because if we don't deliver, those hustlers will send us out of power, and they'll send us with vengeance. So let us talk about roads, electricity, education, health, types. Let's tone down on the politics. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is the wrong time.
Wananchi naweza sikia kuchukua William Ruto. Wanaweza mchukua kwa sababu sisi wananchi, we don't need him. Ametuchosha. Ama nyinyi mjachoka? Mjachoka na Ruto? Ule mtu anataka kuchukua William Ruto, you can take him for free, take Wetangula for free, take Mudavadi for free. Tunawapea hizo takataka zote waende waongoze if they are good to you.
Majenzi mko? Kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana. Na tunapongeza nyinyi. Na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mimi siko na tarehe kwa kalenda. Na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe. Na tuungane si wote.
Meta vile naona nisha reject hiyo finance bill 2025. Ningoje tu date ya maandamano. Juu mambo yendi bana. Mimi hata wafanye nini? Mimi nisha reject. Mufanye nini? Nisha reject. Mufanye nisha reject. Nime reject. Mtoe date ya maandamano sasa bana.
And we are not alone. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
Kwanza mimi ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Sima youth church anuka. Madha zetu bado Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa na hatuendi. Kwapa tunalala huku na hatuendi. We don't fear you guys. You hypocrites. We don't fear you. Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. Tuko ndani. We stomped inside. Sisi ni nani? I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Mtatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mko hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa manze.
Nini? President nataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you na hata ukiwa na pesa utakwenda kutoa nje.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mneke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Mungu yetu itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama sisi.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunkard did better than you.
Nice.
Now the next election,
yes.
Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
yes,
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go like yesterday. Bye.